Right everyone, today I'm going to drive in F1 fans. You can see they're here, ready to go to the Austrian Grand Prix. I'm here in Vienna, so this is Vienna, and we're going to be driving to Graz, which is the closest in-game to the Austrian Grand Prix as well. I need to get this coach up and ready, a double-decker coach. It's a lovely coach, by the way. As well, just don't be near the toilet is all I'm going to say. As well, there's the rear, it's got two exits as well, there's the stairs. I'll probably sit upstairs if I was on this coach, probably towards the front probably, but yes, if it was me obviously. But yeah, I need to get this coach operational, so Wi-Fi, yes. I don't know why we have a button for the toilet on here. I really don't. The driver display, that seems to be bugged. I don't know why that's not the air conditioning. Yep, we need to put it on 22 degrees, which is a lot warmer than my office, but never mind. Yes, and let's get and check some passengers in. There's the destination to Graz. We've got number 3 as well, of course, for Max Verstappen. He's got a new number this year. In case you haven't heard, obviously being number 1 for a few years. Before that, it was 33 as well. Now, this game has decided to take away those indicators as well. Some people, I mean, we're only picking up people in St Polten, mate. I suppose we could drop you off, but you've got to pay an extra fee. And on non-F1 fans there, another non-F1 fan there, and a twin sister who is actually going to the Grand Prix. A few people going to St Polten, we're going to Graz. Yes, thank you very much, she's ready. Yes, to Graz. Is it Graz? I don't know. I apologise if you're from Austria and I'm butchering these names. I do apologise. And finally, yeah, they don't have any indicators anymore over their heads, I've noticed in this game. So, yeah. Any more F1 fans? No Orange Army. I suppose they're in the next bus.
Hallo und herzlich willkommen bei Flixbus. Wir freuen uns, dass ihr an Bord seid und wir gemeinsam unser heutiges. And now we can finally set off. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a relaxing journey and enjoy traveling with Flixbus.
Too late, mate. We've already left. But enough about that announcement. Basically, we're going to be driving to Graz. It's not the direct route. We are making a couple of stops at St Polten and Linz to pick up some more F1 fans who want to go to the Austrian Grand Prix, of course. I've set this up so it's the Thursday, the actual real life Austrian Grand Prix, but I can't actually remember if this is the correct day. We've done it. Basically, we've done a U-turn because the bus station is over there, and those Max Verstappen fans looks like that bus isn't like it's moving anytime soon. They can probably be late. Somehow this is a 100 kph limit. I don't understand why. And then it switched back to 50, of course. Yes, not really sure why the game's done that, but never mind. This is, of course, Unreal Engine 5, by the way. So if you want to but this game came out on Unreal Engine 4, so it's been upgraded as well, which is why I sort of get that comparisons with the F1 game. Will we see an upgrade to an Ego engine? Will we see a new Ego engine? You know, will it be run on Unreal Engine 5 or whatever? I don't know. But yes, just thought I'd mention that as well. But let's talk about the channel. So the channel didn't have a very successful 2025, and I've got to be brutally honest, it's probably not going to be successful this year, which is why I'm making some changes, but I'll come back to that. So yes, reflecting on 2025, it wasn't the year that I wanted to be anyway, so I'm looking to make some big changes to the way the channel is. So I think the first parts, you're not really going to see too much change to the channel. Driver career mode is still going to carry on for now on F125. There'll be a new episode probably Monday as well, and there'll be probably one episode every Monday until the 26th DLC comes out. The Friday video, it will either be a mixture of shorts, something F1 related. I do need to do the Project Motor Cars sport. Yeah, it's Project Motor Cars, isn't it? I've forgotten what the name of that game is. Basically, I was going to do it anyway. I know it's not got any F1 cars in it yet, but it's basically like the successor to Project Cars as well, although they've cut their staff, I think, as well, which is not great for them. They're hoping, obviously, to build on the game, add more and more cars. A little bit like what Assetto Corsa Evo done, which needs another review, because basically they've added a few tracks. They've added a modern F1 car, well, from 2025 obviously now, so I wanted to try and do a comparison video between that as well. And then obviously, you know how I cannot drive on Assetto Corsa Evo, so yes, it should be a bit comical with me just crashing and locking up everywhere as well. So that pretty much is to come. Fantasy liveries will continue. There's not going to be... I was going to do some game experiments, but yeah, I'm going to push those back to the 26 DLC, and I'll explain why about that. But Fantasy Livery is definitely going to continue. I might involve some where I redesign some of the 26 cars, the 25, 2025 livery, sashes. I've done that in the past and called it a 20 F1 26 mod. I'm not really feeling that as well, but I'm in, because obviously we've got Cadillac, and that's a team that I can't make a livery for. I've already made pretty much the Audi livery anyway, so yeah, that will feature as well, and I'll smatter in some other stuff with that, because to quote the list, and this is the list off the top of my head, there's still Lotus to do. There's a tutorial video which should be the next one, which should be coming out hopefully coming out next week. So we're going over a cable stayed bridge here by the looks of it. Yes. So yeah, it'll be a tutorial video where I'll be editing Mercedes in that one, by the way. Then it will be the Lotus. Maybe some looks on 26. There's a high. Goodness grief, there's a high bridge, and there's a caravan park. Or I've had a crash with a fake DHL. I mean, it hasn't brought up an indicator, so nothing to see there. Yes, as we're actually coming off here, we've almost arrived at St Polton here. That's probably not how you pronounce it. And I apologise. But yes, that of course. So yes, and I think there's also the Lola Yamaha livery as well. It's from Formula E. I want to bring that into a Formula 1 as well. If you've got anything else as well that you want to see in terms of fancy livery wise, then let me know. I haven't really got anything else at the top of my head, but I probably want to try and get at least one for each team. So yes, I'm definitely looking to do that as we're going left here as well. There is an England DLC apparently coming to this game. Yeah, I'd love to see Silverstone there, but I'm not entirely sure what we're going to get with that. But yes, that will then pretty much take us up to F1 26 DLC. Probably coming at the end of May. That's where we'll be getting news soon as well, I think, on that. So there'll probably be a game news video at some point when that comes out. Yes, as we come out to a roundabout as well, we're going straight over, okay. Yes, so when the F1 26 DLC comes out, that's when the big changes are coming to the channel. And I mean big changes as in no career mode. I have fallen out of love with driver career mode on the F1 game. It's the driver career mode, the changes they made in F1 24 were horrific. If you know, it is not good. And yes, I have had enough of not being able to make the story that I want to be able to make in terms of driver career mode. I've had enough of, you know, having no interviews, having no cutscenes and stuff like that. So yes, that doesn't mean that driver career mode won't be back in 2027, F1 27, but for F1 26 DLC, I think that is not going to be a thing. We need to check these people in here as well. Yes, we're going Lint, another non-F1 drop. I think you are stop. Yes, another Another F1 fan here. As well, even though of course we can't have copyrighted teams, obviously. Anybody else? No, you, yes. Just talk randomly through that, man. You get no. We checked everyone in. Yes, we have. Excellent. So yes. So the main, I think, game experiments will probably be the first big one. There's so much we can. I think that having it on the same game is going to be massively helpful, because it means that I don't have to have two games installed and it's starting to rain. Fantastic. Yes, basically there'll be quite a lot of game experiments as it's now pouring down with rain. We'll need the full rats at this rate as well. Watch the spray on this game, by the way. Yeah, they might actually fix this spray, or a little bit of the glare as well. Yes, so as I was saying, game experiments are going to be big, and I'm talking about putting the F120, for example, putting the 2025 engine in the back of a 26 car, for example. Tyres, where there's so much, there's a lot of game experiments between the 2025 regulations and the 2026 regulations that I will definitely be making a lot more than I have done on the F1 through the 2025 cars, and then also that I've also done on previous F1 games. So that will be probably taken up to the main part. The series we'll probably start with the cars. We'll probably do a few, may even try online as well. Because why not? As well, if you've got some stuff that you want to particularly see in terms of game experiments or anything, this is your chance to let me know in the comments below for the F126 DLC as well. But yes, fantasy liveries will also be present from the start too. I've obviously got sidetracked on F125 in terms of trying to make a retro round with driver crew mode not in the way, because obviously I have to chip away at making the next season's liveries while the current season's on running as well. It means that I can then focus on producing that series as well, making sure that I can just chip away at the retro liveries as well, and that can be like a separate sort of mini special on the fantasy liveries. So that'll be coming on F126 DLC. Be at Monaco, and basically like what if Monaco was a retro round. I'll have some retro liveries, although that's a bit hard for Cadillac because they're in their debut season, but there'll be the retro logos for all the sponsors basically as well. So yes, all of that is to come. What's going on here? Well, we've got a very tight turn here, and then it looks like they're going 1 mile an hour, and someone's just stopped randomly in the middle of the motorway. We'll gloss over that. Yes, it looks like the rain has finally come to an end here in Linz. The rain, that's something that also that annoys me with the rain on F125. It's just horrific. Now, this doesn't mean that there's necessarily not going to be a career mode. It's just not going to be on F125, basically. I have decided that at some point later on down the line, once we've got through most of the game experiments, most of the fantasy liveries, that's not necessarily going to be all, but I will then work on F1 2020 as well. As what was going on here. We've got, crikey, almost missed that. Somehow this is a 100k limit. I don't think that's right. Usually the slip rows is 60s. We've got this very weird bridge here as well. Looks like this is a massive junction. See, it's Austria's version of Spaghetti Junction or something. I know we've driven to Graz before on this channel. Oh dear, that's not great. your eyes on your road. Look at that scenery, absolutely stunning as well. Probably want to put a little bit of brake as we go. Got a bit of a tighter turn coming in, coming up, yes, as well. Yeah. This looks like Austria's version of spaghetti junk. This is a very long slip road as well. We've got some Audi driver, I presume, behind me. That's probably far too close to the back. Fortunately, I cannot see him as well. Yes, and then we've got a joy. Am I going to brake here? Oh my goodness, I stopped. How have I've got really lucky there, avoiding those two lorries, and then I'm going to have to brake here because the AI are sensible in terms of slip roads there. That was so lucky. That could have been a horrific crash. But yeah, it's basically raining here in Austria as well. So yes, I've pretty much covered the main stuff with F1 26. F1 2020 career mode will be coming back to F1 2020 on this channel later in the year, as I've had a life accident and I'm stuck. Well, that's fantastic. So I think I've turned and then I think he's accelerated and I'm just he's wedging me. This van driver's wedging me against the wall as well. I don't know how to get out of this. Let's backspace resets. Yeah, here you go. He's gone, and I'm not moving. This is fantastic. Has the bus broken by any chance? Because that does happen. Actual fact, it was my controller battery. So yes, as we're here now at what is an Austrian service station. Hopefully, come on. There's a parking thing here. I don't know. There's no real parking markers. We got a Fat Reich, whatever they've chosen. I don't know what brand that's supposed to be mimicking, but yes, we'll just quickly come out of here and look at that scenery. If it wasn't raining, it would be fantastic. I'm going to take a break anyway, as well, and return here. All the beautiful scenery. Yeah, so this looks like a side entrance. It's not going to let me sit down on a picnic table as well. I mean, it's just a quick look at the scenery. I know I'm getting sodden with rain, but we'll gloss over that. Okay, I'm wetting up. Let's go and get back in the coach out of this torrential rain as well. And I've got to count all the passengers as well. Let's turn that thing so the rain doesn't come in. Yes, come on, you're there. People up there. There's the toilet and the coffee machine next to each other. They're all on the same app, of course, as well. Hopefully there's nobody hiding, because they do like to hide. As well, got her, and there should be one person left, and that's everyone checked as well. Good, excellent. We can go down the stairs and move away. We've also got there's Forza Horizon 6 coming out as well this year, so that will be having a little series. I don't think it's going to be quite as big as last time. I'm definitely probably not going to stream it like I did with the last series, but probably going to cover a few cars with that as well, depending on what that game is like as well. As we've got to give way here, should be able to move around now. Yes, I'm actually slightly looking forward to seeing what sort of challenge we get. That I hope we get to race a bullet train. I made a video on my wish list already on that video, so if you haven't seen that already, go and check that one out as well. And that'll probably be sears through to this year. You know, whether GTA 6 will come out as well, I don't know. If it does come out, then of course there'll be a video on that as well. Depending on how successful that video is, then I might make some more or not. I mean, depends on what you guys really want to see in terms of that that game, and as well as potentially anything else that comes out. There'll probably be I want to have a few more one-off videos as well in 2026. I need to keep right here. Come on, someone let me out, please. I'm going forward. He's going to let me out. Thank you very much, Mr. Lorry Driver. As well, and I can move towards grass as well. And hopefully this rain will just go away as well. So there's a bit of undertaking here. We'll ignore that. As well as a van driver is going far too slowly as well. But it does look like it is lightening up at least. Although saying that, there's the thunderstorms as well. Who knows? Are we going to have a wet Austrian Grand Prix? There's the spray that I was talking about earlier. What's going on here? I'm going to have to brake here as well. It's fine, we're coming. And the rain has stopped as well. The windscreen wipers do squeak, which, there is that sound effect as well. I've got 70 in it. That's kph, by the way. But yeah, I think that's... I personally can't really add too much more to what I've said in terms of the channel update. That's it. The channel is where it is. I'd love to improve the channel. I'd love to take the channel to the next step. We need to move in front here. I'd love to take the channel to the next step. I'd love to be growing the channel, but the channel has sort of shrank, I think, personally speaking. There's not been so much growth as I'd like to have seen over the past, quite a few years now, since the drop-off of interest in the F1 game when F122 came out. It's a shame, but, there's not really a lot I can do. I can just try and make the best content I can for you guys, and I hope that you guys do enjoy this. If you're not enjoying something, then please do let me know. I am open to ideas of how to try and improve. I'm talking to you in the Elgato microphone as well, not my usual Blue Yeti microphone as well. So I'm interested to see how you guys, which microphone you prefer. If you want a comparison, the previous video that was uploaded on Monday was on the Blue Yeti microphone. So yeah, I'm going to use this microphone a little bit more, but I don't really notice that much of improvement in terms of how I sound, but I'm open. I would like to hear what you guys have to think of that. But yeah, I've also got a new computer, by the way. I've probably in case you didn't know, obviously Windows, I was forced to get a new one. It's not the highest computer. It has got a 5080 graphics card, but the CPU is a little bit of a letdown. But the graphics card, I think, is fantastic, although I've had issues, of course, as well. And I get a praise for being early. I mean, the railway, and bearing in mind that's an Austrian railway, if this was the British railways, of course, they'd been cancelled, as well as some litter in there, we'll ignore that. So, yeah. But ladies and gentlemen, that has been our journey to the Austrian Grand Prix here in Graz. Obviously, it's not the actual Austrian Grand Prix, I think it's somewhere over here, potentially, but we'll ignore that. That's our trip around there. There's some glitch going on. I don't know why the map's trying to take me back to Linz, but never mind. As well, yeah, I'm looking, as I say, I'm going to be trying a few things that are different this year. I think that it could be worth it as well. Let's just as well. As I say, if you've got any ideas that videos you want to see, then let me know in the comments below. Here's the stats and the thing. We're pretty much as usual. Scheduled departure apparently 2 out of 3. I don't understand why that is. I damaged 2 properties. One of them really wasn't. One of them was that car, that service station. That was pretty much it. Safety isn't broken. I'm always too close. I always like to have a massive gap. But yeah. So yeah, that's though, ladies and gentlemen, where I'm going to leave today's video. I hope you have enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, subscribe if you like you. See plenty more F1 related gameplay as we come out. I just want a huge thank you for listening to me for about 25 of your minutes of your weekend. Well, it starts your weekend anyway. Listening to me, watching me driving F1 fans the Austrian Grand Prix and hearing my plans for the channel in 2026. Until the next video then, I'll see you next time. Take care, thanks so much for watching, enjoy your day, and goodbye.